What is up? Third day in the week of Seth. Today we're going to be talking about meaties and frame traps. And before we get started on talking about specifically what kind of pressure you get after knockdowns, let's just talk what buttons you should be using just as your meaties for the pressure. So in my opinion, Seth has two really good meaty buttons for pressure. That's a stand light kick and his crouch medium punch. These two buttons are really good for pressure. They're both plus on block. One is +2 and the other one is +3. And they just give you a lot of combo opportunities and also a lot of pressure afterwards. We're going to talk a bit about like the upsides and downsides to which one. But basically, I mostly use stand light kick because of a stand light kick. You can on counter hit. You can combo it into the crouch medium punch, which then give you the whole combo. Whereas the upside of doing the crouch medium punch first is you get more active frames, and because you get more active frames, it means that it's a bigger chance of you hitting your meaty. But the downside is you don't have as much plus pressure. If you use the stand light kick first, you get, you know, plus on block, and then you do a -2 button afterwards, and you get a better tick throw of doing the stand light kick. Where you can do it with this one, but like it's harder and it's not as good. Where this is better is like you can kind of just walk a bit more forward, and because it has such a long range, if you get a counter, you can kind of just confirm it into itself. So it's like I feel like the stand light kick is more versatile as a pressure tool. Like they wake up, I use this, and now they have to deal with my pressure. Whereas I feel like the crouch medium punch is more best suited for, how can you say, situations where you're not completely 100% that you're going to land your meaty and you're not really completely sure what your opponent's going to do. Let's say you have an opponent that likes to jump a lot on his wake up. If you do a stand light kick, that's not going to combo into the crouch medium punch on regular hit, which is what you're going to get if you time it correctly on the jump forward or jump back or jump neutral. Whereas if you start with the crouch medium punch, you're probably going to link that into the stand medium punch for pressure. And then you just get the full combo, whereas this isn't a real combo when it's not counter hit. So that's kind of like the difference between them and how I see my users. Like if he does a now he said to quick it up, but if I let's say I get a random knockdown user like this out most of the time, and he's doing stuff like that, you know, where he's on the ground for longer. Out most of the time, just use this one because it has, as I missed it there, it has more active frames, so it's easier for me to time it as a meaty in a situation I haven't practiced as much. Whereas the other one, you know, it's a bit faster, so doing it as a meaty might bite you in the butt. It has done that to me a few times online. So that's kind of like the difference between them, but that's like the two really good meaty buttons in my opinion. Okay, let's start with looking at his special moves now, and let's start with his spin kick because it's a bit. Let's start with the normal recovery. So his spin kick, like it's a bit dependent on where and how you get the hit, but usually like around here, you can get stuff. You see, I'm not in range there for that. So like around here, if you get it, you kind of have to do a bit of improvisation and like kind of spot the range. It's not, sadly, his medium punch, like it's consistent, it's just consistently bad. Like the link into crouch medium punch into stand medium punch, even though he moves forward, the range is so terrible for comboing. To be able to get the full combo, you kind of have to be all like you actually have to be like doing a combo with it, so like stuff like that, and then you can get the full thing. But yeah, if you just get a random hit in neutral, which happens with Seth, like this, you kind of have to do a smaller version. And even if you like, let's say you get like the hit there and you get another, you kind of like it's in the same boat where you can only like do that. Like you can't get the full combo after the dash up either that time. But you can consistently get that combo, or that knockdown around there. And it's only when you get real close you get the full combo. Now on back recovery, it's a bit different because even if you're really close, you're kind of left with just doing the small combo. If you want, Like if you want to do that combo after the pressure, you could do other things to ensure you can keep up and do better pressure. So like you could do like you could confirm it into like that to get like a bigger combo and more pressure, better pressure. You could also just do, and that also guarantees you better pressure, especially when he's in the corner. So that's a bit of like that's a bit of a range thing with Seth. You kind of have to. I looked into the wrong camera. I think I've done that a lot this episode. Sorry. Just got a new camera. What was my point? There's a bit of like you have to gauge the ranges with Seth, and you kind of have to like judge it, because like it is the difference between getting you getting a knockdown and you getting a whiff button in neutral. You're kind of back to neutral. You're not really a whiff button in your combo. So you kind of have to be wary of it with the spin kicks. As you can see with the second knockdown we're going to be talking about is his EX punches. He's on back recovery right now. Actually, we need more range to actually show how it will hit mid-screen. Like you see, we're kind of close. I actually think I could have done the... I'm kind of paranoid, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you couldn't. On the back recovery, you still have the same issue there. With you can't really get like a full combo. But the trade-off is he's very close to the corner then. But as you can see, we get the same kind of knockdown. You can do a dash up afterwards. Both situations, you can do a dash up and you can get like the stand light kick into crouch medium punch confirm. You can confirm that 100% of the time. I believe in you. So you can like... Let's just do this combo. So all these knockdowns, you can keep up the pressure. And like, we can keep up the pressure with that. Like, let's see. Let's say... Oh my god, I missed the combo. But yeah, you could... Yeah, I could do... There. And you see, we're keeping him in the same... we can keep dashing up and doing the stand light kick. And what do we get on stand light kick? Stand light kick if he blocks. Get a plus situation. So we are plus now. We can do the meaty. So this is plus into plus. Let's put on the so you guys can see. Yeah, plus 3. There, plus plus. Then we get minus. Plus plus minus. So what people like to do is, because you can kind of like at this point, you're not gonna hit for confirm into that. Like, so a lot of people like to do that. I like to do this. It's -8, but you're at a range where like it can't really be punished, even though it's -8. It's hard to punish at that range, and it's good chip. Like we get some good chip. It's annoying to deal with. If they put out a button after the stand medium punch, there's a high chance they're gonna get hit. They have to commit to a stronger button. The jab is bam bam now. So you see, so even though I'm -2, if he decides to press a light button there, he's gonna get hit. So it can be very annoying to deal with. It can be very frustrating for your opponent to deal with, and that's a really good block string. It can be beat. It's not unbeatable if he does a harder button like a medium kick. If he does crouch medium kick, if he commits to pressing crouch medium kick after I pressed crouch stand medium punch, he's gonna hit me because I'm -2 and I'm doing a move that is like what 8 frame startup. That's gonna hit, and I'm gonna get counter hit. But he does light moves. They're not gonna have the range, and they're not gonna have the priority to actually. They're too fast, and they don't have the priority. So if you're playing against an opponent that likes to mash jabs, that's a really good string against them. Okay, so that's a bit about his strings and a bit about like his knockdown situation. And some other pressure you can do with Seth is just straight up, just like we talked about this before. This don't underestimate this, chat. This this is insanely annoying to deal with, and it's hard. Like, just walk up buffer into the light punch hands. Like, you might not get a lot from it, but you're slowly chipping away at him, and he's losing his, like, he's gonna be half HP before he knows it, because some of these are gonna hit, and suddenly, instead of taking that much chip, he's gonna take this damage. And that adds up. That adds up really quickly, so you can actually kind of play it. You can play it pretty slow and be pretty safe about it. Another thing. So this is more situational, but usually when you do, as we talked about in the combo video, Seth ends one of his combos with the DP. So like, oh my god, like that. And you can't dash up after this. So if, I think I still have him on the wake up. I do. So if you dash up after a hard punch DP, you're gonna get counter hit. Pretty sure you're gonna get hit. Like, hold up. No, you're not gonna get hit, but you can. I'm pressing a free framer now. You're gonna get hit. So that you, if you end your combo with the DP, you can't do anything like that. You can do that. Actually, you can't even do that. I don't think you really get anything. Like maybe, okay, you can do that. You can go for a hard poke. Maybe you can even get a cross counter. Not a cross counter, but like, huh? Nah. I'll maybe do this. Yeah, you can definitely do it. I'm just too fast, actually. Ugh, that's hard to time. But yeah, you can definitely do something like that. You can actually like, okay, let's just Fury Craft this for a second. And then we have V-Trigger combos, which we're going to talk about on Friday. But yeah, you can do stuff like that. But my main point was actually like, if you EXTP, there's some combos that end with the EXTP. You can dash up and you actually plus. You can only do one dash, so you kind of have to hard commit to like one medium punch, but you actually plus enough to be like, you know, respect me, you know. You can't really do much after that. You kind of have to just like, or maybe just do hands. But, you know, you're plus, and you're in his face, and he can't really press buttons without, you know, risking getting hit. Okay, next we're gonna talk about, like, you remember the bread and butter combo I told people to, if you watched my last video, I told you about this bread and butter combo that I want to use to practice, this one. I just want to show what you get after a knockdown with this. You get that. That's kind of like, of course you can do like, you know, EX hands there. You can do EX spin kick if you have more meter. But you can't really like, as you might see, the range is kind of out there. So if he does back recovery, you kind of have to hold it. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't really like, you can't dash up again. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Like 90%. Oh, my bad. You can dash up again. That's right. But you have to visually confirm it. You have to visually confirm after one dash that he's doing back recovery, and you need to do another dash. That's right. I actually knew that. I just forgot. Look, there's a lot of things I've had to learn with this character really fast. It's all becoming a blur, kind of. But yeah, that's kind of like the pressure you get after that combo. Sorry for the rough cut. I was going on a tangent about a point that didn't really matter. So I just cut it. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Again, a bit of a shorter video, but I hope it just makes this more digestible. And I told you a lot of stuff fast. And this is kind of some of the pressure you can do with Seth after getting Speciels. And just to make sure you understand, because I say also frame traps, but just to make sure, you know, if you're really new to fighting games, when I say frame traps, I haven't really mentioned what the frame traps are, because I kind of like take them for granted. But like, you're doing +3 here into +2, and like, this is all a frame trap into this. This is all frame trap. If they press, hold up. If they press, there we go. Think. Yeah. You see? And again, if we... this is all frame traps. So, like, sorry I didn't say that during the video. I kind of just, like... I've done a lot of these videos now, so I've been assuming a bit you guys know. But of course, there's new viewers. There might be some really new players that want to learn Seth. I'm sorry I was a bit late telling you this. But that's like, this is all frame trap. This is all frame trap. All of this is frame trap. That's why this pressure is so good. Because, like, they have to respect it. Like, you know, if they try to press a button there, they get hit. If they do a throw there. If they do a throw there. Oh, I get thrown because I'm bad at the game. They get hit. If they do a throw there, you shimmy them. Like, all this good pressure. Same for this. They do a throw. Freaking beat them up. What else? If they do... if they do DP, you have to block that. But yeah, all of that is frame trap. So, like, you know, you have a lot of good options when doing it. I hope you could use some of this information. I hope some of this was new to you. If not, maybe it was good to get it told again. I forget a lot of stuff sometimes. Like, well, I remember it when I need it, but I forget it when I have to tell it. There's so much learning characters. There's so much to learn, and there's so much to talk about. This was a quick video talking about the meaties, the pressure you get after your specials, and some frame traps, and a bit of the thought process behind the stuff. I hope this helped you. Have a good time. See you tomorrow.